Yeah, welcome to another chapter of Sustain. Okay, let's be serious now. Two things I will talk in this video about. First thing is vector allocation. By vector I mean our sign array and positions array. As you know, real time needs fixed vector, so I had to deal with this shit. So I really managed a really efficient way to deal with this. You can take a look at this array, which is just constituted by ones, minus one, and oops, many zeros. You see? And how many impulses do I have? 27. This variable I will use to access from 1 till last. Same for positions. We can see here we have those zeros. Why do I add those zeros? Because it's a pseudo, not this one, not this one, it's a pseudo fixed array. Okay, so actually I'm using always this array, but where do I write? At total impulse, and I will increment or decrement this depending on the velvet noise incoming in a sample. I come up with 2 and 3 ways to deal with this, and this was the best. So super easy. If velvet noise is different from 0, total impulses plus plus, and my array at total impulse plus 1. Well, in this case, this is at the bottom, so total impulse plus 1 would be my velvet noise. Magic! That's it! Nothing else! That's it! 2 lines! Okay, I will show where do I have this built. Okay, if my velvet noise is different from 0, then put this thing in my buffer and update my total impulses. Update my arrays. Here it comes, a first position, my velvet noise, and just discard the last one. Alright, but remember that we have zeros, so we are actually doing it right. Positions the same, this is my position number 1, and just take from 1 till the end, minus 1. But you see at the end I have 0, so if I take out 1 0, does it matter? Nope. One thing I have to really take into account is that my number of impulses don't grow higher than my maximum size of the array, meaning that I have these impulses. Imagine that I have 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and then this explodes. Alright, I don't have that problem because the velvet noise, I really control it, how many impulses, so I never reach the top. So I don't have to worry, it will be oscillating between these values, my impulses, but never touching the last. Super cool. Nice. So, same for the opposite. Well, when this is updated, my time has run by 1, and then I have to check if my total impulses is bigger than my window length. Look, this is just a comparison between 2 numbers. No vectors. This is a number, and this is a number. That's it. Boom. So if our impulses position has reached the end, bye bye 0, bye bye 0, and oops, my total impulses minus 1. Boom. That's it. Solve that problem. Okay, and then what do I have? Oh, we will listen to it. This is what I have. Enough of the shit, you see the sound is being clipped. So I have come up with another problem. Normalization, but I have attacked this in a different way, so I don't have to do normalization. Okay, this is the problem I have to fix now. My game is being triggered, I mean like the snippet I'm convolving is being taken where? when it triggers. When does it trigger? When I surpass a maximum, my threshold, which is set till 0.6. We can see this at the really beginning. In my definitions, where is my threshold? 0.6. We are in the B version 4, so don't worry, just take for granted and forget about this high and low. Okay, that's it. If I have more than 0.6, take it. Then, which is my convolving snippet? This. And what I will be doing in the future? Zoom this randomly with the velvet noise, zoom this, and what happens if I zoom 0.6 plus 0.6 plus 0.6, boom. I have something like this, that's why I clicked. Right, so I have come up with a way to solve this, which is our friend D'Angelo. Of course, D'Angelo, you implemented a such nice control gain. Here it is. Aha! Then I have to do some estimation and then just multiply the gain. What happened to this? I have implemented this kind of. Let me explain this in 2 steps. First step is that V level equals 60 and this level equals, imagine, 50 dBs. What happens when I subtract them? For real, I get 10 dBs, and when I get 10 dBs and then pass it to linear, it's really nothing. Okay, my love, this is taking start. Sorry for this. And now some jazzy music in the background because it's not responding. Well, that was all I wanted to explain to you about D'Angelo. So I don't know what this guy had in mind, but I didn't. It's not working for me. Okay, so yeah, I had this clipping, and it doesn't matter if I just multiply by again because that's what I did in the V2 or V3. No, because I'm like kind of I have a signal which is already I forgot the word, but I have a signal which is already exploded. Okay, and what happens if I make an explosion, just normalize an explosion? Okay, we will hear the explosion, but normalize with a low volume, but anyway, we will hear the explosion. Okay, so it doesn't sound now nice. So I had to tackle another way to deal with that. So I actually had some kind of failure, and I took a snippet here and took a snippet here, and I observed that taking a snippet when the volume is going down is better. Let me explain this with a sample. First, second, this sounds nicer, okay? Super nicer. Very bad? Nicer. Low frequencies. Bad? Good. Okay, what I'm doing here, taking a snippet here and then taking a snippet here. That's what you hear, and then again for the 3 chords left. So I was like, oh man, I need to take the snippet where my sound is cool, but I actually need to detect when the guitar is strumming. So I created this way to tackle the problem. I have 2 flags, the threshold high and the threshold low. So when I have a flag, it's like, hey, we are reaching a maximum, hey, but until I don't get a little stabilization of the wave, which is where the nicest sound is, I'm not taking the snippet. I will take the snippet just when my threshold low, when I will reach my threshold low. And how does it sound like? Ho ho. Skip the first because it's initialized randomly, so just skip the first. You can listen from this time. Oh, sounds glory and angels. Oh, amazing, no artifacts. Oh, cool. Amazing, no clipping, but why? This is a problem I solve here. Moreover, that handling the problem of well, not really the problem, but I have a high concentration of high frequencies in high volume. I'm really interested in the low frequencies, kind of this snippet. And I actually have volume low. So when I actually do the zoom here, I just have a nice sustain which is not going to explode at no time. Two things solved in one. No normalization required. Nothing required to this. Alright? No normalize. And actually I was like, why are we doing this shit? I actually thought like Angelo could be smarter. I mean, you don't need to normalize sample by sample here, like, oh, let's check with this sample, check with this sample. No, just normalize the snippet in the playback voice. So you make sure when you sum all of the snippet voice here in the playback voice is not going to explode. So you just need to do a normalization of this only once, and you don't need to think about, oh, I'm surprising and threshold, oh, let's normalize the volume. No, we don't need to do that. Amazing. Done. I just multiply by a 0 by 3 because for me it sounds nicer. But it's kind of a normalization what I'm doing here, like not a really normalization, but multiplying by again because I don't want it to be really high. But that's it. It will be always bounded because I will, if I just normalize the input snippet, I don't care about how many, I don't care about it. I don't need to check sample by sample. Oh, how is the volume? How is the volume? No, I know my snippet, and even if I zoom 30 points of the snippets, 32 voices, it won't reach 2 or higher than 1. It won't. I have normalized this. I don't have to worry about this. Boom. That's it. Hope you liked the video. Oh, it's actually recording. I'm not going to fuck it. Bye bye.